Well, hey guys, Nick Lilia here with a look at the forecast we head through the next couple of days for you folks living in Louisiana, Mississippi, and select sections of Alabama, basically the central northern Gulf Coast. Temperatures across the region, New Orleans coming in at 84, 87 up in Hattiesburg. You folks in Laurel coming in at just about 83 degrees. We've got kind of app derived. This is NBM derived current temperatures. Basically, this would be so if you have the app going and you check on your location and what's your temperature, it's probably going to read something like this. 84 for you folks in Columbia, 84 in Collins just up the road. You folks in Ellisville at 85 degrees, Waynesville Road 83, down toward Livingston, Louisiana coming into 82, New Orleans at 85. So basically, we're all kind of in the same boat, whether you're looking at the local airports or you're grabbing the forecast off the app. I will say places where it is a little bit cooler, you folks in Macomb, for instance, because it rained. A little batch of showers moving through as of this recording. So depending on when you're watching this, it may not still be raining. But for folks across parts of Lawrence, Jeff Davis, Marion, and Walthall County, you're going to be dealing with the rain probably right now by the time you're watching this. And then for folks in Covington, Simpson Smith, and maybe even getting into Jones County in Mississippi, you'll probably be dealing with this maybe a little bit later, or maybe when you're watching this, if you're taking this in a little bit later in the evening. I will say this isn't the last of the rain. We've got more rain on the way. Weak front's going to move through as we head through the day tomorrow and Thursday, and it may even linger around till Friday. This is actually going to be a good shot for some meaningful rain. Now, I don't think we're going to get 6 to 12 inches of rain that's going to completely wash out the drought. We're talking about the opportunity for flooding. Instead, I think this is going to be 1 inch to 2 inches to maybe 3 inches of rain for some folks, maybe even close to 4 inches, a little bit closer to the coast, and down into maybe some of the parishes of Louisiana as you get back toward Baton Rouge and Hammond and down, in toward New Orleans and farther off to the south. But this is going to be a good shot of rain that kind of helps decracklify the grass, right? We're not going to get rid of all the browning. We're not going to get rid of all the dry soils immediately. It is going to soak some things in, but this isn't a drought buster by any means. We do have an active tropics, which is this time of year, where we look for kind of drought busting rainfall, but nothing's headed our direction. Hurricane Gabriel was a major hurricane heading on out. No true threat to the Gulf of Mexico as of right now. Instead, we just have this kind of, I'll call it a front. It is, but it's not a very robust one passing through. And this is Wednesday afternoon, and into the evening and overnight hours and into Thursday morning. It's not really going to be in a hurry. This is why I think it may linger around into Friday. It's not, we can run this back. This is Wednesday afternoon, and that's Friday morning as some of you folks, the early birds, are getting up and trying to get out the door. It's still going to be in the area, which means that we could be dealing with showers and thunderstorms from Wednesday afternoon and evening all the way through Thursday morning. Now, I will say this isn't picked up very well by my wonderful machine learning bot. He's learning himself, right? Machine learning is still learning, calling for no chance for rain tomorrow. There's a good chance for rain tomorrow afternoon. So if you're making plans, make sure you check out the app for that kind of hour-by-hour forecast. That's not populated by our Nickelbot friend here. This is something kind of on the side that I've been working on for quite some time. Feels like a very long time. But suffice to say, temperature is going to top out in the, we'll call it the upper 80s to low 90s tomorrow before the rain moves in. A quick peek out into the tropics real fast. You can see the two areas out there. Those aren't going to bother us. I just want to make mention of that I see them. They're out there. That's not an us problem. That's an out to sea problem, a Europe problem maybe, and an East Coast problem, but not an us problem. Instead, back around here, a chance for showers and thunderstorms really Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, though not shown on Wednesday here. And then we start to clear things out as we head through Saturday, Sunday, and into next week. In fact, this weekend, if you have weekend plans, I got to tell you, so far, things are looking very good. Highs in the mid-80s, lows in the low to mid-60s, humidity down, dew points down, comfortable temperatures. The only problem you're going to have to deal with this weekend, though, I will say, the only problem really is going to be once we get all this rain back into the area, the mosquitoes will be back out. So you'll have to deal with those guys. Because as some of you guys know, so mosquitoes, they'll lay their eggs, just as an aside while we're here. Mosquitoes lay their eggs, and then during the dry period, all the mosquitoes, they keep laying eggs, laying eggs, laying eggs. A lot of these eggs can lay dormant in dry dirt, in dried out mud puddles and stuff. And the second it rains, those eggs can, hatch, right? They're just waiting for some water. And so that's why sometimes after you get a long drought, there's so many mosquitoes that pop up the first time you get rain. It's not that the mosquitoes are going, hey, rain, I can come back out now. No, literally, there are just more mosquitoes because they're waiting for the rain to fall so that the eggs can hatch and they can come back out and, ruin your barbecue or your fire pit. Anyway, that's a look at the forecast here on the 23rd of September of 2025. I'm Nick Lilia. Go ahead and have a good rest of your evening.